Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Mark, aka the Spirit Whisperer, is here with us today. It's the first time we met, and we're back there yapping. So
Yep.
hopefully, we're a
So
couple
excited.
minutes. We're having fun. Raise the vibration, right? That's what we're here to do. All of us help each other raise the vibration. Um, can you do you mind if I ask you like a couple questions about how you knew you were connected, how all this came about for you?
You can. Well, it's kind of been a lifelong process. But when I was really little, I would hear something talking to me. And it would always be when I had like a fairly traumatic childhood with
Hmm.
violence and stuff. And it would always be at a dire time when I thought, am I going to make it?
Yeah.
And this would come in and talk to me and console me, everything's going to be okay and all that. And so that happened quite a bit as a kid. And I used to think, I thought it, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was God or an angel because I was brought
Mm.
up in the church at that time. So I knew God, but I didn't really know. Then I wondered, does everybody else hear that? But then I quickly realized, man, I don't think so. No one talks about that. I don't think they do. So, I grew up and that kind of didn't happen as much. I've told people before, though, that when I was coming to terms with being gay, that an energy that I thought was Jesus came to me quite often to talk to me about that. And he really helped me uh, be, become okay about that and realize it was a good choice and one that I made and I was supposed to be. And all that was great. So I had that experience where he felt like he came and, I could hear this voice talking to me. And it
Hmm.
wasn't me.
Yes.
They would say, I am Jesus. So that happened in between there. And then as I was in my late 20s, I'd moved to Los Angeles. I accepted being gay. I was really enjoying being around other gay people for the first time in my life in Los Angeles and kind of just being wild. And I have a degree in drama, so I was pursuing acting and doing that kind of thing. And then as time passed, I just realized I don't want to die and not have done anything
Mm.
to help the earth. Or I was really concerned about earth and
Yeah.
animals, and that was my first. But of course, I am concerned about humanity,
Yes.
although sometimes I feel more related to the earth, or to the animals. But and I mean that was just a really sincere and on my knees to God. I don't want to
Mm.
not have done something. Is there something I can do? And if there is, I'd like to know it. I just asked very directly, please show me.
Hmm.
And then, and I'd read a book by Shirley MacLaine, um,
Hmm.
which is the first time I'd ever heard of a thing called channeling. And I was immediately fascinated by it. And then I read a few other channel books. And every time I did, the energy that supposedly channeled books would come and talk to me and explain, like meet me, talk about the book. So I kept having that experience. And like with Jesus, he asked me to read the Bible with him,
Hmm.
the New Testament, and then he would come in and explain and interpret. So I had that experience a lot. I thought, I'm probably crazy, but that just kept happening. And so
Hmm.
I thought, what is this channeling? I don't know. Is that it? And so I asked God, I said, well, if that's something, I need you to show me. And in a 2-week period, I met 7 channels, which right away, that's an awful big coincidence. I'd never heard of,
Yeah.
and they were all different kinds. Uh, and and at that time, I met the one that was a channel for Dwal Cool in that 2-week period, and I she was doing private sessions in person in Los Angeles, and so I went to one. So a friend of mine told me about her also now the blue, and when he came through, I had an unbelievable emotional experience.
Mm.
when he just greeted me, I just began to weep uncontrollably. And plus, it was bizarre because I never heard of Dwalkul. I didn't know how to say his name. I'm like, oh, why in the world am I having such a reaction? He's a Tibetan.
Mm.
So that was bizarre, but something open. It's like it was some kind of meeting my death. I don't know. It was a bizarre experience.
Yeah.
And then I pursued it. I went to several more. And then he wanted to train me. And then I went through training because he wanted to train me to be a conscious channel. And he wanted me to be one of his channels. So I did that. And then shortly after that, he wanted to introduce me to another energy that wanted to work through me. And that was Pan. Of course, all that's in my head, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And the
know.
you're kind of
Great.
on the edge thinking, I might be really crazy at this point.
Yes.
I don't know. I can function. I seem normal, but this is happening.
This is yeah.
And so I began to work with him. And then one of the first things he
Oh.
said was, I said, I'm really so concerned about the earth and the animals. And I wonder, and I was still pursuing acting and stuff. I was
Mm.
wondering if I could, is there something I'm supposed to be doing? He said, yep. The animals would like you to be a zookeeper. And I thought, at this point, I was 30. I was already in my 30s.
Oh
And
wow.
I thought, I can't just all of a sudden become a zookeeper. Like, I don't have any education or anything for that. I was a teacher. I had got a certificate to teach and drama, public speaking, all that stuff. And I thought that's impossible. I was always a big naysayer whenever spirit would come to me with a fine idea. And I would go, no, I don't think so. And he'd say, well, it will, Mark, because it's not really about any of that. It's about the animals wanting you to do it. And if you pursue it, you will. And he would just go, so if you can get beyond all that, I was wondering if you'd be willing to do that. I said, oh, yeah, I'd love to. And then in less than a year, I became a zookeeper.
Wow.
And so that helped me
Wow.
realize maybe I'm not quite crazy.
Right.
This energy told me exactly, and it happened.
Yeah.
And then he went, and he also, in that year, he took me through like college classes in my brain about
Mhm.
plants,
Mhm.
animals, crystals, the weather, nature, all that stuff.
Wow.
Talk to animals. And so by the time I was a zookeeper, I was able to do that. And so we would, so it just went from there. And I was always, and so way back then with Doaku and stuff, I was doing readings for people. So
Mhm.
in the early 80s, because that's what he wanted to do
Mhm.
as a conscious channel. So I've just continued that. And a conscious channel means you're not unconscious, you're not asleep.
Right.
Um, but I am in an altered state, and it's like I'm sitting next to myself, and I let
Mm.
the energy come in more fully, especially for a private reading,
Mm.
more fully, and just lead the thing. And I don't really know what they're going to talk about
Right.
or anything like that. And then I get to watch. I'm like watching, but my job is really just to be quiet and kind of shut up and listen. So that's what the conscious channeling is. So I'm there, but I'm in a weird altered state. So then when I started doing YouTube,
Yeah.
that was a new level because I still always have them in my ear, but I have to be able to read and function. And when I'm channeling, I have my eyes closed all the time.
Mm.
I had to kind of learn how to figure out all this.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit different. So sometimes they'll relay, and then sometimes I'll have to do full channeling. So but how did you start?
I I was kind of the same way as a little kid who was in very violent surroundings, and no matter what, though, I felt safe. I heard I was safe. I heard
Yep,
I was cared for.
yep,
Um, but I went. I was pretty feisty and determined, and kind of went down a harder path for a little while because I shut it all out.
yeah,
I thought I was crazy if when I did say it to anybody. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Or when something happens, you just and when you're a kid, you're innocent, right? And you think, and they're saying, "Shut up! How do you know that? Don't say what you know." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I went totally to down another path, but it was always with me, always and it kind of did the same thing with me about teaching me things. You don't you can learn this. Just absorb this information. It's more like you're absorbing it as they're saying, teaching you whatever. So I don't know. I guess I was about, well, when I had my first child, I was 30, same as you. And
Uh,
that's when I saw angels, I saw miracles happening. I mean, it was my own child. I couldn't deny what I was seeing and what was going on.
right.
He was preemie, 1 pound 6 ounces. So it was just it was just from that moment on, I dedicated as much of my time as I could to spirit, not knowing that if I would have trusted, you know, but
Yeah.
I ended up trusting after
Well,
right
you have to
before
learn it.
COVID.
The
Yeah,
learning is a relearning, really,
yeah,
because I think we knew it before, but
yeah,
it was about relearning it. And, you know, it's not really a mistake.
right.
And,
I don't.
and plus, you're probably younger than me, but at that time, there wasn't, we don't like have a school or anything to teach you. And it's not like you learn it in church or anything like that.
No,
There's really you just have to it's a one-on-one kind of a learning
yeah,
experience. But it's available to everybody.
yes,
So I wouldn't say that we're extra special.
mm,
We might be in that we're hard-headed about pursuing it
yeah.
and wouldn't stop. I know that about myself. You couldn't stop me
No,
at that point. I didn't care. Well, it doesn't matter. At this point, I don't care. I'm doing it because I'm doing it.
that's right.
But
And I
but
was
it was,
like you,
yeah,
where I was already labeled crazy or already different,
right,
So you just have to, you just have to love yourself and get good with that and keep moving on, despite
right.
what you're
Well, of course,
hearing.
I already knew because of being gay that people
Mm,
just don't like me because of
that's what.
this. So, what can you do? It is what it is.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm just me anyway. So I'm not going to really change because you don't like me. So forget about it.
right,
Or,
exactly.
and I already thought I was crazy and I had to work that all out on my own. So I'm okay with it. I don't care, and it's working for me and it's great. And not only is it working for me, it's working for me in a really good way.
Yeah, yeah,
Not only am I served, but others are served. And it's not that I'm perfect in any way, shape, or
mm,
form, but it is an ongoing learning experience of getting better and better at it. So, you know, that's probably maybe why we're all here.
yes, that's what I'm thinking. This is why we found each other when we found each other. We all gravitated to this, well, pretty much around COVID, right? And we kind of just started
Yeah.
going from there. And here we are. We have, and I just see our community growing and growing.
Isn't that
Oh,
funny too? How COVID
brought
kicked, it was that COVID time that really kickstarted that. It kind of
yeah,
like, and it was
uh,
interesting how great many people in their own homes, sitting at home, went, YouTube,
yeah.
and we gather. I don't know. It was a very interesting hand of God kind of a thing, in my opinion.
Yes, that's what I was just going to say. That was divinely inspired because a lot of people got to stop and really concentrate and focus in on their heart and how their life was. And is this what I want to do? Do I want to be here? All those questions. And not to mention, we're all thinking, wow, we're all going to die. All these people, God bless everybody who
Yeah,
suffered.
yeah.
But it's just bizarre how it all came about. Now
We all
I
had to
know
become hermits too. We
yeah,
actually became the hermit card.
yeah, yes we did.
There's no other thing to do but look within because you can't go outside or anything. So it was very
Right.
interesting to me. It's no mistake, of course.
Yeah, and Craig, I agree with you. I wanted Trump to go away too. Oh, Craig, I'm sorry about your mom. And Clara came in.
Yeah,
That's a blessing. There's all these things happen. Your mom is right there with you, and I'm not trying to make light of it, but Clara is right there with you. Trump is going to go away eventually.
if we can
He will.
just. He is exhausting, though. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pushing me to my limit. That's for
Yeah,
darn sure.
the Supreme Court.
Uh,
Oh, it's so
now
hot.
remember I was explaining to you that we're going through a Pluto and Aquarius, and it's not been for 248 years. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius, Aquarius is humanitarian for a freedom for all, not just for the top 3%.
Yeah,
So, but it's got to expose as he goes back and forth into Capricorn Aquarius, he's exposing all the nefarious underbelly. And
yeah,
we got to, because we are the ones who have to say, oh no, we're not accepting this anymore, right? But it's gonna, I keep getting around the end of 2025, 2026, where we will see actual proof of humanity. Well, they're saying there's proof right now, humanity going forward. But it'll be a unified thing. Like a lot more of us will be together on that. So that's what I love about the astrology, because I was one of those people, and that goes back to the psychic thing. Is okay, I can say I'm psychic all day long, or I can say I know things, or I don't even have to label myself. But who's gonna believe me? And am I right?
yeah.
So that's when I started getting into astrology
Right,
and
right.
reading up on seeing it's the coincidence. There's too many coincidences to be just
That's
coincidence.
true. And like Spirit will come in and tell me stuff, and these days it's a lot more. I don't. It's like it just happens. I
Yeah.
don't. It's not that I'm trying to know or whatever. It'll just tell me, and I'll go,
Mm.
okay. But I don't. Mark. I don't really know. I'm just trusting in what I'm hearing, and then that becomes you wait and see, and then
Yes.
after a certain period of that, you begin to go, well, I don't know. They don't really lead me astray.
Right.
So I become more and more convinced. But, I don't really feel like it's my job to convince others. I know it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. If I didn't feel that what they tell me is what's good, I wouldn't
Hmm.
continue with it. You know what I mean? And so
Mm.
even with
Absolutely.
Trump, like I immediately, as soon as I heard the news about the Supreme Court, I just immediately see red because I can't stand it. I
Hmm.
can't, the whole
Hmm.
thing drives me crazy. And so then just instantly, Spirit comes in, Mark, calm down, release. It's all going to work out. It
Hmm.
looks like the end, but it's just the beginning. Don't
Hmm.
worry. They're bringing themselves down. It doesn't look like it. It is. And I'll go, okay, I feel like my calm. And then I don't
Yeah.
go into chaos and worry and fret and anxiety. I can just move
Exactly.
forward. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's this inner. I mean, like you said, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. Anything can happen. But when I hear that voice saying it's okay, it's the beginning. I get the same message you're getting. They're exposing themselves. They're going
Right.
to bring themselves down.
Right.
And but it infuriates me every day. If I try not to even watch the news anymore, because
Either.
just always pissed off if, if I'm watching the news. And I'd
Why?
rather do this.
I usually tune in for a minute
Uh
because I
huh.
do have this thing in my stomach that I'm going to be glad I tuned in because there's going to be a news thing
Yeah.
that's going to make me go, oh gosh, this is what I've been. Because I do feel like there's something a coming
Yes, there is.
that we're not quite expecting. It's sort of not in anybody's, it's sort of, what is it? The hand of God, or it's like
Yeah.
it's just the way it is, and we're going to go, oh, okay, well, that fixed a lot of that, or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh
So
my
I'm kind
God.
of looking for that, but we'll see. I don't know if it's true, but I keep hearing it over and over.
Mark, I keep hearing the same exact thing. What it is unexpected, and it's going to unify us,
Yep,
and it is just going to clear like a lot of things. Just
yep. And a lot of the nonstop chaotic
hmm.
lies and
Yeah.
illusions. But isn't it interesting too that Russia is going through kind of the same sort of thing
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
we're going through here? And of course, I know they're connected,
Mhm.
but just with Navalny, and you saw those thousands out.
Yeah.
saying his name when each one of them could be executed for even being in the street and watching his coffin go by. So people just are sick to death of it.
Yes.
And it's just harder and harder just to sit on your hands, and say, yeah, just keep, abusing everything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't,
Keep poking the bear, you know.
yeah,
And and that's what I think that's what they want. They want the reaction to be violent and triggering. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to just stand up for what's right in your heart. You know,
yeah.
it's
Or what's
really
good for the all instead of for the
the
one.
heart of the heart of the one. It's amazing time to be alive, and it really is epic, the astrology, and it is it. But this is what I choose to do this with my days, just like you choose to do this with your days. And anybody, if I can at all help someone feel better for a couple minutes, I love that. The longer, the better.
Yeah, we support each other in the community.
Yeah. And it is a beautiful community and it's growing. And that's another thing. A lot more people are going to connect to their hearts and their souls as time, well, it's happening now, and it's just going to keep exponentially happening.
Right,
So that's good. That's a win-win for humanity, you know.
right.
But we have a couple of questions. What do you think? Want to read some
Oh
questions?
yeah, I love it. I love reading with other people.
Love it too. We
Is
got
that
Ness
hard to
here.
Hi, Allie. Is that you there?
Yes, Allie's here. We got, in fact, you're right. Let me say hi to everybody real quick.
Yeah.
We have Annie Bear. Hi, Annie Bear. Ness, Allie. Hi, Gina. Hi, Bora Bora. Hi, Froxy Roxy. Hi, Karen SZ. Let's see. Hi, Craig Dixon. Hi, Karen Doyle. Teresa Ford. We got a nice group of people. Hi, Viviani. Viviani's a blessing. She's always in the chats moderating. Hi, Lisa Niedermeyer. Hi, Karen Ford. And I was trying to give a wrench. I think I only got one to Allie. I never think about giving wrenches, so I don't want to be on my phone though while I'm here.
Yeah, because you have to do that through YouTube.
Yeah. Hi, Karen Robinson. Hi, Priscilla. Let's see. Hi. Oh my goodness, all these beautiful souls. And you can feel it when we all get together. This energy
Love it.
just whew,
I know.
comes up. Hi, Richie's Reach. Let's see. Hi. Let's see who else is there. I know there's more people up here, and I'm sorry I'm taking a long time. Hi, Ellen Quinlan. Wow. I'm Judith Albay.
Yep.
So many. Rossi. Hi.
I know on my Saturday show, I like to take the time to shout out to everybody. I
Yeah.
like to say their names out loud and
Yes.
that they're a member
Hi.
of the team.
That's
And I
right.
know
You are.
it takes a while, but I don't care. I always do it on Saturdays. I just shout out for a good 5 minutes. You know.
Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Amanda Carroll. I talk so fast, and when you're live, you feel like, well, I only have so much time.
I
Now
know.
I gotta hurry.
Uh,
But it's just the old construct of time. Hi, Randy. Everybody's so beautiful,
yeah.
and it does feel so good here. Um, I'm sorry if I forgot anybody. I think I've seen everybody. Hi, Kathy G. Patricia Julie Burke. Teacher Barbara. Huh. I like that.
Hi, Teacher Barbara. I see that Karen SZ has a question. Okay.
Yeah, she has a question. We have like 5 questions. If there's any questions anybody wants to ask, please put them in. Nest put her question in first, and it was, I love a message from guides on what I need to know about my next immediate steps. And she's saying repurpose question from Val because I said that in a chat the other day. Always ask for your next best step.
Love a message.
And I did. I think you. I was looking at that before we started, so I had a minute to go in on it. I think something is new coming in for you, and it's coming in fast. But you had lost a lot. You went through a really dark, painful time. Is what I'm getting, and this is like you feeling free now and feeling able to step forward and move forward. But there's like, which what's the right answer? Where's the right door? Where do I go? Um, and they're saying follow your heart. Always follow your heart. You'll never go wrong. Um, you have the and there's something about the Aquarius, this Pluto and Aquarius time for you too, which this is starting now and it's going to go on for 20 years. I mean, he's going to go back into Capricorn for 2 months, but this is a new start to a whole new way of life for you, Ness. Is what I'm getting. And you're getting that urge though. It's kind of like you feel like you gotta hurry. Take your time, get the information and come in, connect to your heart. What are you getting there, Mark?
Well, Ness, I know you're going to want to slap me when I say this, but I feel like the next immediate step is right there in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like they're already bugging you about it.
Mm-hmm.
You might say, Mark, I don't. That's not true, and that's okay to say that. But I they gave me this 9 of Cups here, and I'm trying to figure out what do you want to tell me. Um, it's a different direction. It was just what Valerie was saying. It's like a whole new direction. That doesn't mean that you're coming from somewhere bad, because look, you got all these cups. You're walking away. So it's great. It was great success, everything like that. But you are moving in a different direction from that. So in some ways, that feels like a solitary journey. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there they are off on their own. But it's the step is right there, and you're hesitating to take it. The reason I say this step is right here is because they give me this Ace of Pentacles. And,
Mm-hmm.
we're giving you this step. Um, so if I got that message, we're giving you a step, I'd say, well, I don't see it. So could you make it clearer? I would say that. That would be my next step, was to say, okay, here's the step, but I'm not seeing it. Make it clear to me. Be a little more
Need
demand.
some details. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
the details.
yeah.
Um, Ness is saying Elon Musk is losing $70 trillion. He lost $70 trillion via court ruling.
Yeah.
That's Pluto and Aquarius. That sure is. And she said more gender equality with Pluto and Aquarius. That's true too.
Well, we hope.
Um, but I think while we're talking about your question and you having to be who it is that I think we all had this person. Oops. Could be our inner child. Sometimes my internet acts wonky. I'm sorry about that. Here it comes. Um, and we had to go through this entire lifetime here very oppressed. Not as oppressed as the last 26,000 years, but oppressed nonetheless. And a lot of violence, a lot of things that
Yeah. Well, and plus,
there he
um,
is.
our little brain
There you go.
can act as our worst enemy sometimes. And that's just the way it goes, because we've all been brought up with a lot of negative thinking. But
Yeah.
so I see this Ace of Pentacles. So that's like a step on an actual step. It's earth, body,
Mhm.
physical, that you can do. And Ace means here we go. It's the next
Mhm.
step. The next one. But then I just pulled another card to see. Okay, well, what else? And then I get the Eight of Wands. So sometimes that can be, I don't see anything. I'm not clear enough. I don't care what you say. There's no step. I can't communicate with my higher self. I'm not able to. I'm not smart enough. It's not for me. Blah, 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 blah. All those things that tries to
Mhm.
tell you that you're not able to. And that's normal. I'm not picking on you or nothing. That's a very natural, normal thing that happens. I've been through it time and again. But so when you're looking for the step and that crap starts coming up, shut it down. Say,
Mhm.
no, the step is before me. I will see it clearly now. You know,
See it.
state a positive affirmation instead. Thank you, brain, for sharing. Don't need it. Go sit down. And
Mhm.
sometimes you have to kind of, okay, the path of my next step is clear. That's great. You have to kind of be really demanding. But so I feel, yeah, I do have chatter. So they want you to forget the chatter, focus in on that one thing and move forward.
Mhm.
I'm not knowing exactly what you're looking to do, Ness. Are you doing writing? What?
I think it's big. I don't. It's like a whole new way of her being.
Okay.
Um, I'm not sure. Let's ask her. Aquarius is a humanitarian. Uranus. Let's see. Where are you at? I'm trying to get that.
Writing.
There we are.
It was writing. I was thinking so.
Hi, hi, Perret. Oh, it is writing. Where'd you? I didn't see it. Sorry. The internet keeps going kind of wonky on us both.
Yeah.
But where'd she go?
Oh, and it will involve a whole new way of being, she said.
Oh, awesome.
Well, I
And
think you
that's
should be writing something right now.
hmm
If you're not, put pen to paper. I don't even care what you write, but write. Start writing
yeah,
something.
very intelligent. Everybody here is. I'm not saying that Ness is the exception, but it, like I was saying earlier, we have all been in this lifetime of a lot of struggle and strife, and here we are, like understanding that there's something much bigger going on. We're connected to our hearts. We want to be doing the thing that makes our heart smile. And it was terrifying. It was terrifying for me when my guides asked me about suggested I started a channel. I told them they had the wrong person.
Right.
I can't even get my picture taken,
Right.
and I can't even speak. Like sometimes my voice, you'll see my throat chakra just close up, but I just keep going. I just keep going because once you do, you start to see these doors opening up for you. Now it's not perfect.
Right.
It's not. But it makes my heart smile,
Yeah. And it
and
gets better
that's the
and better
important.
with each
Yeah.
passing. I remember when Pat told me I was going to be a zookeeper, I actually said, that is actually impossible. So, no. Or when I was first asked to channel and let Dwal Cool teach a class through me, I go, oh, no, that's nope, not going to do it. So, it's
Mm.
kind of natural because we've been raised to not believe in anything, and all that crap.
Yeah.
So you have to retrain the brain a little bit, and then you move
Mhm.
forward. But the other thing is, it's for you because you can't stop thinking about it, or you can't put it aside. So you have to just keep on keeping on. I saw that Joyful Journey called me a narc. Now, Joyful Journey, I know it was a misprint, but I'm the last person to narc.
A
I,
narc? Why would they call you Joyful Journey? Why would you call him a narc? A narc? N-A-C-R?
no,
N-E-R-C?
N-A-R-K.
N-A-R-K.
She just misspelled Mark, but it
Oh,
made me think of my love for marijuana, and I would never be a narc. So there's that.
thank God for marijuana is all I can say. Oh boy. All right. Let's
Sure.
see, Randy here. She has my pup has issues eating. It's been this way since I rescued her when she was 6 months old. Feast or famine is her game. What does she like to eat that is good for her? Her name is Gretchen. Oh, hi, Gretchen.
There's when she was 6 months old.
Huh.
That's her name.
Deep breath, Gretchen. You got here.
Feast or famine. So some days she just goes off completely, Randy.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you. Little Gretchen, what's going on with you, Mrs.? Mm. Well, she is picky for one thing.
Yeah. Yes, very big.
A little bit picky.
Uh-huh. Very picky. Mm.
I don't really feel that it's like a physical problem or anything. It's just more like her choice, kind of.
Yeah. Even if she ate it the last time, she's not. She's just
Yeah,
not going to eat it that time. It might not for the next 20 times.
yeah.
But
I
I
know
know
that.
that's her. Go
I
ahead.
get
Sorry.
that comment where Randy said, I really resonate with that. I swear she was a supermodel in a past life. That's kind of what I was getting. Like, I eat when I want to, I don't when I want to, I'm picky. It is a
Yeah.
little supermodel y.
Yeah.
I did feel that when she was telling me that. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry I interrupted you.
No, no. It's quite all right. That's well. I think she's just picky. Keep her quite a little bit of a variety. There is what she needs.
Right.
Uh, let's see what we got here. Hi, Mark. No questions today. Just came to send you lots of love and hugs from India. Also from Buttercup. Aw.
Hi, hon. How
Love
are you, Flower
you,
Beauty? Love
girl.
you, sweetie. Thanks for dropping in.
There's
Uh,
Judah.
yeah. I wanted
Prayers.
to say one more thing about Gretchen.
Okay.
Um, Kind of surprise her a little bit. Um, with my dogs, I want them to eat their kibble because it has more vitamins and stuff. Um, and they hate like science diet, anything like that. They
Yeah.
hate it. They don't like
Yeah.
any of those crappy that's so good for you stuff.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of like me. They're a lot like me. If it's supposed to
Yeah.
be really good, I don't want it. But so I a lot of times will top it with a little something that a person might eat because my dog were like that. I always have brown rice and that I eat a lot. So I'll give them a little spoon of that. They love it, or anything that I eat. So I'll put a little and I'll change it up. Yeah, real chicken. Oh boy, my dog
Yeah.
will do anything for chicken. They get
For
chicken in
your
there.
opinion.
Yeah. So I always put a lot, a little, not a ton, and then I mix it all up so they eat everything and they like that. And they don't quite know what's going to be in there next. Now, of course, I've started that and we have to do that every day. I always have to have something. Uh,
Yeah. Just
but then they're
something
really good
different.
about it, about just eating their dinner like they're supposed to. Oh, you're a vegetarian, so you don't really. Well, but you might have to get a little chicken or
We're,
something.
I gotta
At my
do
grocery, they have like little boxes of pulled chicken and I literally buy chicken just for them that I don't eat.
yeah, that's what I did for my dog too. I would buy
So
him
they have
whatever.
stuff, I have my stuff. So I do that. But yeah, dogs are carnivores. She says she hates fruits and vegetables. So you probably won't be able to turn little Gretchen into a vegetarian.
No.
Uh, she might eat like rice but she's gonna want meat mostly. My dogs love quiche because
Mm.
I'll get quiche Lorraine and I always get the big one because I know they want a
Mhm.
slice, and then I'll crumble
Mhm.
that all up in their dinner. So a
Mhm.
little bit of a variety will help her want to eat more readily.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Mark. Okay, prayers for Judith's daughter, dog named Max. Do you have to take him to the vet? He is not feeling well. Hot diarrhea, then put in the stool requesting the benevolent outcome. Thank you.
Dog's dog Max,
Mm.
he's not being my house diarrhea, and put him in this. Put him
I'm
in.
seeing he
I
got a
this
stomach bug.
I see too, Judith, that your foot's better. She dropped a VCR on her foot.
Ah,
So I know we did a little bit of healing. So I'm glad that's getting better, sweetie. Are you able to walk on it? And now the doggy's sick. Let me see if I can see. What are you getting?
I got he's got a stomach bug, like antibiotics, like would need, um, I don't know where he could have got it. I always want to know where and why, and I don't know why I even asked that question.
It feels like a belly ache. If
Yeah.
I don't know that it's I'm trying to see, is it, did he just eat something wonky? Or
See, that's what I thought at first, and I'm getting a no on that. Yeah, but
I do too. I also, my pendulum says no. So it
mm,
could be like a bug, like
hmm,
a virus or
yeah,
like that. Is that what we're talking about here?
yeah, that's what I'm feeling. He's got. I'm trying to. I know there's a stomach bug going around for humans. I don't know if the doggies can get it. Uh,
Well, while you're looking, I'm just going to do a little bit of energy work with Max's belly. See if we can help that any. But he might need antibiotics or something like that.
hmm And he's dehydrated,
All right.
or she,
Well,
because his
that's the
yeah,
diarrhea.
yeah,
But the diarrhea, I'm going to work with him a little bit here. Um, if he still has diarrhea tomorrow, probably needs to go. Oh, there was blood in the stool. That's what you're trying to say. He needs to go to the vet then. Have you already
yeah,
taken it?
yeah,
So it looks like he might need antibiotics. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. This is helping a little bit though.
Okay, okay.
So he likes it. So I'm just going to do that. But we can move on whenever you want to, Valerie.
Yeah, I do feel Max getting better too. Just so you know, you're not worried. I
Yeah.
do feel.
Oh, yeah.
Um, let's see. We answered how. Okay, Randy's has another question. I would love to learn how to hear my pup. Life would be so much easier. That's the supermodel. Hmm.
Yes.
Let's see. Gretchen.
Yeah. Gretchen was her name.
Hmm.
Max
Kind of
might
like.
get a little better. I'm going to end this with Max. I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place today.
I think you're doing amazing.
But he might get a little better. So if you haven't taken him, if tomorrow his stool's back to looking better, then he's probably okay because it might just pass. Sometimes, you pass the bug or whatever uh,
Yeah.
through your bowels. So there's a possibility he might just feel better. This energy work is helping some. But if he's still got runny stool, he needs to go to the doctor because he looks like he might need medicine instead. But Pam's not going to give up on the idea that he might be better tomorrow. So look to see. Yeah, there we go.
What a blessing. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah,
Wow. That felt good
yeah,
for everybody. Now, Gretchen, I think Gretchen is a little, but being psychic with your animals it does take a little bit of training, and you start little and you work your way up.
right.
You can show me, you can have her do little things. Start very easy with her.
Yeah,
Um, she'll do it. She's a really smart girl.
right.
And Akila says, "What does Spirit want me to know about what's next on my path?" Thank you. Hi, Akela. Let's see.
Hi, Akila.
Yeah, so beautiful.
How are you, my dear? Let's see. My cards want me to. What? No, that's the next. Next on my path. let's see what they're saying. Thank you for saying hello, Akila. My peeps know to say hello so that I know they're here when we're on their question.
I love it, Kayla. She's a good soul. Beautiful soul. Look at that picture. Goodness, girl.
Let's see. Hmm. Are you? I can't remember, Akila. I feel like I should know this, but are you working like in a new job, or is it changed or something a little bit there? I know you're open to having a new relationship. I know that. I'm wondering about something about job, but go ahead. Are you picking up something, Valerie?
I think she did get a promotion at work, but I am getting stuff about a relationship, which I normally don't get.
Yeah, okay.
Um, you're of course you are the empress and you treat yourself as such. And it seems like I want to say on the relationship side, seems like there's no options or your options are limited or you wish you had more options. Something about options coming in. Um, and it's time to let that old the old ideas about a relationship go. Something is coming in, but it's not in its usual, what we're used to, meeting somebody or something. It is something different. Um, and you're both in the reading. Like I got the king and the queen of cups and the knight of cups. So my thing is this: somebody's going to try to come in like he's the king, but he's not. You got to kind of weigh out who's truly connected to their heart here, because to me, once they're connected to their heart, they can connect to you. Um, ultimately,
Mhm.
but I got you sitting here as the Empress and the Queen of Cups, okay?
Yep.
You do talk about, and you have all the tools to make it happen. And little magician, you do. And then right under the magician is the lover, something. And then the chariot, something quick. But to drop the old, I don't know if it's an old fight, an old way of thinking, of relationships, all of them are starting out in a new, we're changing the dynamic of how relationships, I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of time, right? I'm not sure how to explain it.
Yeah.
But what do you get at work? Some
Well,
type of
uh, did you get the King and Queen of Cups? Is that what you got?
in the night. Yes.
Because I have the King and Queen of Cups too. So,
See?
and also the Nine of Cups. But here's what I'm hearing.
Oh goodness.
You have a very, I feel like you have an independent nature,
Yes.
as do I, and that you present yourself pretty well developed and well, like you don't necessarily need somebody else, actually.
Mm-mm.
Pretty strong
Mm-mm.
on your own, like the Nine of Pentacles. You
Mm-mm.
pretty much can take care of yourself. You're independent minded on some
Mm-hmm.
level. Um, you're pretty good on your own. At the same time, it's okay to have a king sitting along beside you, too. So you can have it either way. Let's say that. You're good on your own, you're very independent, you can make it on your own, but also you can have somebody with you. I do feel a little bit like what Valerie was saying, that's going to be different this time than what you've experienced before. So I think you've already made kind of a wish on the star. You've already asked that you wouldn't mind to have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming along. You get this Fool card. So it's going to be a new and different journey. So, and take a willingness to go a little bit in a new place with this, a little different. So I think you might meet differently than you normally would. Um, it might not seem like your regular person that you're attracted to or something like that, because it's a little different. This Fool means you kind of go on faith, that if the universe brought this person to you, there's something to explore in it.
Yes.
It might not mean that you get married and live forever after, but there's some value in it. And I feel like you said, what's next on my path? That this little Fool might be on the path there
Yeah.
ahead of you. So that might be something that you're coming into this year. Yeah.
Yes, I think there's two coming in, and one is not as integrous as the other. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And to keep that in mind. But oh my goodness, yeah, we're all starting off on a new way of being and doing. Let's see. Amanda Carroll has an interview. She's probably on it right now. Feeling a little uneasy working with kids at a local elementary school through the Y. Well, I see that as being fun for you.
Working with kids at the Y. Okay. An interview. I have an hour for easy working interview.
I have to grab my card.
Thank you, Annie Bear. I'll watch. Let's see.
I need Annie Bear's question. I was trying to look for it. I can't find it.
Oh no, she was just telling me something on there.
Oh, okay.
No, sweetie. Um, this is Amanda. Well, I just think it's just normal nervousness about an interview. I don't really feel like it because there's some dreaded outcome or something. You know, sometimes we think, oh no, am I picking up on this is not going to work? But I don't think it's that. I just think you're a little nervous about just going to the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now she's here. All
yeah.
right, cool. Amanda.
Uh, and let's see how that's going to go. Oh, so you haven't gone yet. I think you'll make a good impression. But I'm going to pull a card or two to go along with what I'm hearing in my head. It feels like a good match to me. I feel like you'd be good at it, and that it's probably, um, you found out about it on purpose. It was meant for you to find out about it and to go apply and all that. And so here's the cards I got. I love when both of these come up at the same time. It's like they double down. But I got the Lovers. So we're not talking about a mate, but we're talking about a service or a job or an opportunity. Like gloves, you come, you're good for each other. So that Lover card means, the one raccoon serves the other one and the other one serves that one. So it goes back and forth. And if that didn't tell you enough, then I also got the Two of Cups, which is basically the Lovers again. It's just, they kind of are the same card. But it's again saying this is a good match. And I like this card. These are new cards for me, but I do love them, these raccoon cards. But on this Two of Cups, see that owl over the top of it? It's like Spirit had a hand in it.
Yeah.
It's overseeing this relationship, and I think it was guided to you. And then I just get Nine of Pentacles, which is like a successful card.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel pretty good about it, sweetie.
I
I'd
do
like
too.
no.
As soon as I read the question, I felt that it was going to be
Yep.
a good match, and you're going to really enjoy it. It's gonna make your heart smile. I know I say that a lot, but that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. See, got the Nine of Cups here. Gonna
Yeah,
get then
I had those
your
too. Yeah.
then your ship's coming in.
Yep.
Yep. And
I
you
love
felt
that. He's holding that globe where it's
like
like how you fit in on the world, kind of where you fit in and how you kind of be of service. I love that card. That's what always reminds me because he's holding the earth.
yeah.
And yeah.
Good luck to you, Amanda Carroll. Oh my goodness, everybody.
Let us
Everybody's
know.
starting. Yeah, please let us know.
I know
Everybody's
'cause I
starting
was
off.
hearing all that stuff, but then the cards seem to just, say it too. So let's
Mhm.
like double down. Yeah. Oh, it's been
Can you
108.
believe it's only been 108 years and we still don't have our rights? My goodness, Lord.
Actually, you have less
We
uh,
have less,
than we
exactly.
had like a year ago. So, or two
Yeah.
years. So what the hell?
I do see things changing
Yeah,
next
that's
couple
been a
of years.
backfire too.
Let's see. Yeah.
That's not
See.
really a question though, is it? No.
No. So, but I was just trying to throw some hope in. Here we go. Let's see. Where do you see me by end of summer? Hello, Ellen Quinlan. Where do we see you by the end of summer? Hmm.
Where do you see me by the end of the summer? Hmm. Ellen. You might repeat your question, Yvonne. I don't know if she has it starred or not. Let me see if I can see.
Okay.
Yes, it's starred.
What? She has another question.
No, I
I'm
just
sorry.
know if you had her question. I see you
Oh
did.
yeah. Honestly, you might. Well, I'm just gonna say. It. You feel like you're being attacked or you're in a odd situation. Um, and you can change that by making different choices that other people may not like, but I'm seeing you're the one who's holding yourself back, and you can unlock yourself. Um, you have the wisdom to do it. You have the King of Wands here. Um, it's not easy though. I know, like it's you got a whole new way of going forward available to you. It's not easy for us to choose ourselves, and for some reason, I want to cry. And I, I think you're experiencing something emotionally difficult or mentally emotionally. Um, I just don't feel it's a happy situation, and you do want to feel happy again. You do want to feel your heart smile again, and you can. It is. It's not easy, to take that step forward. What do you have, Mark?
Ellen, were you
Let's see.
are you trying to move? I was going to ask that. No, I'm probably confusing it or something.
There she is. I had to jump out. So sorry. Okay, Ellen, did you hear anything that I was
She's back.
saying?
No, she was here while you were reading.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, she's back in. Um, I'm just so it's kind of going two ways here, but I'm wondering. So I'm hearing either a health issue or you've been trying to move. If
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things, I don't know why they won't be more specific, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel that you get beyond that, and by the end of the
Mm-hmm.
summer, we're on the other side of it, and that it's a successful journey. Like, so if it's a health issue, it's about getting on top of it and getting back to blue sky. So I switched decks, and then I got this little bit of a health issue thing coming up. But it might also be about moving locations or like moving. So I don't know. But either way, or whatever it is, the point of my cards and my reading is we'll be on the other side of it by the end of the summer, and that
Yes.
it'll be, the positive side. It'll be, you'll feel accomplished, better. Oh, good. That's over with. Now we can
Mm-hmm.
move forward. Which, if there's anything that's kind of worrisome, because I do feel a little bit of the Nine of Swords energy where,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little worrisome or anxiety, like what Valerie was picking up on a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be a little emotionally taxing or cranky or um, but it's going to pass and it's going to be better by the end of the summer. All right.
Yay!
So maybe
Thank
she
you, Mark.
and couldn't
She
get back.
didn't come back yet, but if you did come back, Ellen, I'd like to hear if
Yeah.
we're helping you on your path to the summertime through the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, Gina M. Valerie, in an astrology chart, does it show the probability of someone committing suicide? Sorry on a downer question. Suicide is painful for everyone. Also, are suicides a contract? Just wondering. Suicides are, if a soul decided that was their one of their exit points, absolutely is part of one of the contracts. Yeah, you can see it in the chart, but there's a lot of aspects that you can see in the chart that can be triggering, and it's just that momentary uh, will to give up, and it goes so fast that you you really have to know somebody really well and know their chart really well and watch it constantly to see it's possible. What do you think about suicides, Mark?
I think it's an option, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously, because people choose it, um, you or I can hear that um, spirit will work with you and try to prevent different options. They won't just say, "Oh, here's the best option, and let's go for that." It's not usually
Right,
your first option or whatever,
right.
and they'll try to work on. But this is what I'm hearing. But if you're just so out of balance and everything is just dark, black, you can't get out of the darkness no matter what, it is an option to get out of the prison you put yourself in and to start again. So it's a way to free yourself from this earthly um, life. It's one of the options.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as a contract, I don't know about that. I feel
And
like
uh,
um,
I think it's an option,
yeah,
not a contract.
it
Like a
feels
soul,
it
you,
feels more like that to me. I don't know. He won't
yeah,
contract for some reason. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I didn't like the word either when I said it. It is one of the soul's options
right.
that can always be changed, but there are some souls and we that go through with it
Yeah,
and
I don't really feel like they come here with a
to do
contract to commit suicide, but
right.
it's an option that's there. They come here to do the best they're able, and sometimes that leads to that as an exit. But I don't think that's the way you're in, you start out that way. I don't feel anyway.
Mm.
I could be wrong. What do I know? But that's what I just keep hitting. And sometimes you're like, I want to, like I kept wanting to say that word. And he's like going, don't say that word. I don't like that word. That word is no.
Good.
So, it's like that. I have to figure out some other way. Okay.
No, I like it because it is. I didn't like the word either. I
Yeah.
don't know why it even came out.
I know. That's what
Okay,
happened. Yeah.
let's see. Leanne Lower. I am here for ancestral clearing, addiction. Where do you see this going for me? Absolutely, you can. We do come in and do a lot of work for our ancestors. Uh, you have a silver cord that connects you to your ancestral line. And the way it was shown to me is that you can send love down that cord and acceptance, not forgiveness. It's more of an acceptance thing. And it kind of frees each down the line. Okay. But you're the one here doing it. Um, and that's not easy, to overcome addiction. I understand very intimate with that. Just know you're a beautiful soul
Right.
and going into your heart. You got this. Right now, I'd say it's you first. You heal first, and that healing spreads down your line, your ancestral line. What do you think, Mark?
Right. Um, just taking care of yourself will in turn benefit the ancestors. You, like, you really, in a way, you can just do for you. Like, I see them watching you, and everybody's in a row, but they had to kind of do their own thing, and you're clearing it from you. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't actually change the history or whatever, but it helps your future move forward. I also feel like it's very different. Addiction is as different as there are people who experience it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, look at there. It's different for different people, the way they handle it, what they're addicted to. Um, and
But
yeah,
the wheel of fortune is here with you. This is you're turning that.
right. And moderation's the key for everything, probably, but um, you can be addicted to things that don't necessarily hurt anybody. Um, I know people who are just always optimistic. And they're kind of addicted to being optimistic all the time, no matter what. And that irritates people, or some people who aren't like that. But for that person, they can't stop doing it, or other things, and you can be addicted to food or shopping or alcohol or drug, whatever, or just you can be addicted to negative thinking too,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So it's kind of different for everybody, and it's a little cloudy. Also, the real reasons people become addicted, here's that cloudy thing that it's like it's hard to pinpoint exactly for everybody, but it's really because of a lack of connection to God or to source. Yeah. So then you don't feel whole, and you're looking for it other ways. So if you fill
Mm-hmm.
yourself up with something else, you hope you won't feel that longing or that lacking. So I'll fill it up with this physical thing instead. Um, and, and and that's why it's been going on for a long time, because you're seeking to fill that void with something other than just God or love.
And know that sugar's an addiction. We're all addicted to sugar. We're all addicted to something. I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, like I'm sticking out like a sore thumb, or
All right.
you're a beautiful soul, and you'll get through it. We get through it. Like Mark said, moderation is key. See,
Mm-mm.
uh,
Right. Because the substances aren't necessarily bad in and of themselves or whatever it is. Money's okay unless you're addicted to it, or
Yeah.
um, sugar's okay unless that's all you eat. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have to kind of be a little more. And for me, I grew up with massive anxiety issues,
Me too.
to which by the time I got out of high school, I was just anxious all the time about everything. And it was
Mm-hmm.
nothing about nothing. I was anxious. And I was still a very independent, going out there and getting it. But
Mm-hmm.
just this anxiety was always, ugh. And for me, the only thing I could find to calm it, because I was just overly too much, and I couldn't, it's almost couldn't take a breath because I could never get calm enough. So the first time I ever tried marijuana, that was the first time I ever experienced a sense of calm. Sounds weird.
No,
But because
I
I had
understand.
been raised to be anxious since I was teeny, that's all I
Mm-hmm.
knew. I didn't even know what that other energy felt like, honestly.
Mm-mm.
And somehow the marijuana helped me relax. And I felt like it just helped me be normal, like more like a
Yeah.
normal person. And I never thought about it as in, oh boy, I can just get high. For me, it was, oh boy, I can calm down and feel more normal.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
the same way, Mark. When
yes,
you when you
way,
grow up in the
yeah, I became addicted to that in a way because
uh,
when I don't use it, I don't like it as much. And I've tried, medication. I finally had to go get that diagnosed that I
mm-hmm.
anxiety nutcase. And then they, but for me, the marijuana worked better for me than some, you know,
Pharmaceutical medication. Yeah, it didn't work on me either. I like the fact that it's natural and it's from Mother Earth too. You know, but let us know how you're doing. If you need help, reach out. We'd love to talk. Um,
and I worried about that for a little while too. Like I'm this big spiritual person. I'm helping a lot of
I
people,
did.
and I have to use marijuana sometimes.
Yeah,
So I had to like get over that
yeah.
and realize, hey, Mark, you do what you do to keep going through each day and do the best you're able, and that helps you. And also, it's a natural; it actually grows from the earth.
Yeah, and
Oh
Spirit
yeah,
will
just
tell you
grow
that too.
created marijuana for us. That's true.
Uh-huh.
And people have used it since forever. So it's not like, it's a lot of judgment about stuff. And
Yeah,
and for me,
me
alcohol
too,
doesn't
man.
do it for me. I don't like that.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm too out of it. I like to still be able to function and do stuff. So
I
anyway,
was a I was a bartender for most of my life, uh, and I drank a lot, and they just shut it down. I was like 38, no, 34, and it was like if I took a drink I had a hangover. I got really sick really like immediately, and I was like, why are you doing this? I have to work. If I have to bartend I have to drink. That's what I used to think,
right.
I
Yeah.
can't bartend if I can't drink. And they were like, oh, no, 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 that's not your path. And they had me watched. I would watch sober how spirits do come in to you. Once you let your inhibitions out with alcohol, things can, depending on where you're at, the circumstances, it's called spirits for a reason, is what they would say.
Yeah.
So
Spirit.
I
So
just,
yeah.
yeah, I
Well,
watched it. I
yeah.
can't drink now.
Yeah, and that helped you let that go. Well,
Yeah.
I went to rehab too because I did worry about like depending on marijuana. Um,
Mhm.
so I went. But then what I realized, number one, nobody else was in there
Mhm.
because of marijuana, first of all. And
Absolutely.
so I was
Right.
with a lot of, people who were struggling with alcohol or methane or hair, all this stuff. Uh, and their whole lives were destroyed. They had nothing. It wasn't the same. And their reason for it. And so, in a way, me getting in there helped me realize, oh, this isn't really the same thing. I'm not doing it to leave reality. I'm doing it so I can stay in it, sort of in a
Yes.
way.
And I had to come to that too.
Yeah,
But you feel guilty. You do. You get this guilt feeling, oh, I'm supposed to be
strong enough
spiritual,
or
you
strong
know?
enough not to have to have
Yeah.
something. But then I also learned that when I went to rehab, and I had to be there for a long time, for a while, months, that I
Mm.
ended up really just being a counselor
Yeah. That's what I did.
because they didn't really have a spiritual thing. And so
Exactly.
actually the counselor of the rehab asked me if I would start doing meditations to start the, so in the end, I ended up just being like the spiritual leader. It was really funny when that's
Hmm.
why I went there, but
I
also
did this.
get off your own back, Mark. Everything you have to do, whatever it is, and stop
Exactly.
every minute. So
Well, children who grow up in very violent households are God. They're very anxious. You
yeah,
can't calm down. You can't self-soothe because you didn't know what to do to self-soothe.
no,
That stuff wasn't available.
right,
And so as you grow as an adult, you just constantly say there's something wrong with me because it's me who's anxious, right?
right,
But it,
and
it is just us
like you
learning how
realize,
to.
yeah, and I shouldn't be anxious. I even know that. Like
Right.
why am I so riddled with anxiety?
Yeah. I'm the same way. I have the same thing.
Yeah.
Who's this? Who is the person causing me trouble at work and why?
Uh-oh, who?
Oh boy.
Come on.
We got two more questions after this. I do have to pick up my granddaughter at the
Yeah, I have
bus
to
stop.
go too by 4:30.
Okay, 4:30 is good.
We'll do these two questions.
Okay.
Or you said there's two more after this. Okay.
Causing trouble. I see somebody insecure. Mm. Person causing trouble.
Iman says, I feel that marijuana is a beautiful thing. I do too.
Uh,
And I stopped apologizing for it for a while ago, where I was like, you know what?
yeah, it is what it is. Especially now that it's legal pretty much
Yeah,
everywhere. And really, that should be legal in alcohol.
exactly. Yeah. They're two different things. In alcohol, you actually go out and kill people in a car.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not legal here in Kentucky. It drives me crazy because I lived in California where it was recreational. Oh, I
Mhm.
miss the stores so much.
Mm.
It was
Yeah.
so civilized just to go to the store and choose, I could choose like lighter and just what I wanted, it was so perfect.
Damn. Cause the first thing I got, I was like, her boss. Is your is your boss? So, I don't know. I'm gonna ask this question, Yvonne. Yvonne White, are you still here? Let's see if she's here. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
just because she's the one that said she liked marijuana. She just told me that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, here. Yeah.
I feel it's a boss that is kind of knows that you actually are the one that has the abilities. Trying to see if we're gonna get through this.
Is there somebody there that was recently like promoted? Or
That's what I'm getting.
I'm wondering about that. Um, curiously.
Or you got promoted and they're upset about it. But if that's the case, it was because you had the skills,
Yeah.
is what I'm feeling.
It feels a little like jealousy of some sort. Or
Yeah.
well, like it does feel a little like catty.
Mm,
Not very nice.
mm-mm.
Um, when I'm trying to look at like who is it, I don't know. I feel like there's something about a promotion or someone
Mm.
recently changed their title or something like that. Maybe. I don't think it's going to amount to much.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
No, I don't feel it. In fact, the more that you are confident in yourself and just be yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a office thing, but it's going to
That
go away. I don't think it's going to hang around, or I don't think there's going to be some like consequence or something. It doesn't seem like to me.
let us know, Yvonne. And sending you love. Sending you love. Okay, we got Jennifer. GR. Wondering if Sparky is okay. We had to put him down a month ago.
No,
Oh,
Sparky,
Sparky.
a little Sparky Spark. Hi, Jennifer.
I just,
Sparky.
I see him playing in the grass, rolling around. My dog comes in the same way. Starts rolling around in the grass, smiling.
Hmm.
Big pit bull smile. What kind of dog was Sparky?
They're holding a little dog in that picture. I wonder if that was Sparky. And they're
Oh, I see. Okay, I couldn't see. My eyes aren't that good. Sorry.
Chihuahua mix or something like that.
Yeah, cutie.
Yeah.
Sparky.
Oh, Jess, a Chihuahua. Yeah, that
Wow, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer.
little Sparky.
It's adorable.
I love his little energy.
Spunky.
He's got a, he's playful, like, um, I know I said he's playful, like right when I pulled the card out that said, time to play, I'm frisky.
Oh.
So weird when that happens. Uh, it's like sometimes I'll say the card and then it comes out. That's very odd.
Mhm.
I he's still kind of settling, and it's not been super long time. So he's formatting what to do next. And the reason I say that is because I get reward forward. So he's looking to the future from
Mhm.
where he is. Um, I feel like I know what his plan is, but let me pull a couple more cards. Um, he had a little sweetie disposition, and
Mhm.
like he, you know, I see the whole family there, but he would say he was the family dog, like all the family. He liked everybody, you know, in the family. Uh, he tried to be everybody's little pup. Um, he just liked bringing that little joy focus into the family because he's kind of a character. I think he was a bit of
Yeah.
a character.
Yes.
Uh,
He's adorable.
I
But
think
he,
thinking about you guys, if you Jennifer, and you know me, I and you know how spirit and the animal kingdom keep wanting to push reincarnation on us. Me and my cards, but I feel like he's thinking about coming back, you guys.
look what I got when you said that.
Oh,
Metamorphosis.
yeah.
I think
Uh,
he's coming back too.
yeah, because the first card was that pay it forward, which makes me think about that. But I pulled a couple more cards. Uh, he wants to come back. He wants to rejoin the family, the pride on the family. So he wants to come back to the family he already had. So it's already established. And right before that, you know, I was talking about he considered himself the family dog. And he had a place for all the members of the family. Then I love that I get the family card. But so he's looking for a way to come back, and I wouldn't be surprised if you get a surprise. Oh my God, Sparky's back. Well, I don't know why I'm using cat cards, but I guess if they wanted these messages to come through.
Might come back as a cat. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and that little surprise,
You
like I did come back, surprise, surprise.
might come back.
So he's looking at that and figuring out how to do that. So on your side of the street,
Hmm.
visualize that and choose it as an experience for you and your family. Um, that you can have the little soul back again to live with you longer. That's what his goal
Mm,
is. Um, and he's acting like he wants to do it now
beautiful.
rather than later.
Uh, we're going in and out again, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Uh,
We're losing you. There you are, Mark.
because he still wants to be with the, I don't know. I don't know if this is an old picture or a new picture, but he wants to come back while the family's still a unit, like living together. So that makes me think he wants to come right back. So if you like that idea, um, align yourself with it. Okay, it sounds good to me. I love his little energy. He's such a sweetie pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Annie Bear, will my mouth heal on its own? I have a dentist appointment and would like to wait until April.
Oh, the kids are growing up fast. Yeah, he's talking about he still wants to go while the kids are there. Interesting.
Aw.
Okay, Annie, I got to go to the dentist too. And I've been putting it off. I've been procrastinating. And I've been terrible because I said it as my goal this week. I was going to make the appointment to go. And did I? No. And here it is, Friday. So I failed.
I did the same thing. I said I was going to make a doctor's appointment and I didn't do it.
I made the doctor's, so I had to do both. So I did the doctor part. But I got to go because my jaw is just killing me. And I know it's a tooth. But anyway,
Oh,
what about Annie? Can she wait?
I'm feeling it. She will heal on her own. And I do believe Annie uses, herbs and natural things. And I think whatever you're doing is working.
Did you
But
hit yourself in the mouth or something? What happened?
let's see where it's let's see. Annie.
It feels like it's already trying to get better. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look like it's getting worse. It looks like it's going the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Um,
She left. She had to leave, but her granddaughter's there. Well, when
yeah,
she comes back, maybe she'll hear the end of it.
yeah,
Let's face it, we're all here to sample as many aspects of Earth as we can in each lifetime. Some of the flavors in life aren't as enjoyable as others, right,
right,
Teresa? That's a perfect way to look at it because life is. I mean, we come here to experience experiences.
right. That's
And this
right.
isn't who we are. We aren't,
Yeah,
there's so much more to us.
and be creative. Play your own song, even if it's
Hmm.
just yours and nobody else's. You get to make your own song. That's really what we're
Absolutely.
here to do: is to
Yeah.
make our own beautiful creation out of our experience here. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps. Almost made me
It
cry.
did. It gave them to me too. I got chills all
Or
over.
no, like I almost cried there. That was very weird. All of a sudden, very emotional. Yep.
I do think somebody here is really sad. Um, I do hope everyone's all right, and we wish you the best of everything in life, and know that you come here and get a big hug from us anytime you need it. I know
Yep.
it's a little bumpy out there right now. You
Delicious,
know.
Amanda. She's rinsing her mouth with hydrogen peroxide and water, waiting for a
Hmm.
dental appointment.
Mm.
We all got teeth stuff going on.
These stuff, the
Yeah,
hydrogen.
yeah. And what Valerie was saying, doing these readings for you guys lifts my spirits so much. And I enjoy looking to see what spirit has to say to you about whatever you're
Yeah.
going through and all that. It makes me so happy to, to do it and to be with you guys in this way. It's just so, it lifts my spirits. Somebody was asking me, how do I stay in tune? Well, this helps me
Hmm.
stay connected to my higher self, is to do this kind of thing. And just,
Yeah.
it's so thrilling. Valerie and I are talking about it ahead of time about how we've all come together in this. And it's just thrilling just to spend time with one another, you know?
Yeah. I
And
really love
yeah,
it. I
yeah.
love it.
And I love reading with all different
Mhm.
members the community. It's always fun for me. So I just love it. Yeah. I love all you guys.
Yeah. And Mark and I will do another show sometime soon.
Yep.
And please visit his channel, Spirit Whisperer. You're on, well, this is Illumination Portal, and we're both here for the same thing.
Yep.
Be the love you are, raise your vibration, helps raise the vibration for everyone on Mother Earth, and we
Yep.
all get to lift up.
That's right.
We love you.
Love you guys.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.